The Newari people are famous for their year-round festivals that take place on various occasions, worshipping the numerous deities and depicting historical events. The Newars have beautifully preserved their unique culture and tradition throughout the century of the establishment of their community by recreating and repeating these rituals year after year. During Malla period, in the year 796 Nepal Sambat, King of Bhaktapur, Urga Malla's wife, Queen Bhanumati, was said to have kept Bahra. Based on this fact, it can be said that the practice of Bahra has started from the Malla's period. According to Newari tradition, a girl gets married 3 times. The first marriage is with a fruit called bel. The second marriage in Newari language is called Bahra, meaning Gufa in Nepali, which is also called Surya Darshan or marriage with a sun. The third marriage is with a man. The custom of keeping a Newar virgin girl in a dark room for 12 days without the exposure to the sun before her menstruation is called keeping Bahra or Gufa. Gufa is a Newari tradition that equates to the marriage of a Newari young child girl to the sun. It is believed that this marriage depicts the transition of a girl child into an adolescent and hence must compulsorily be carried out before the girl's menstrual period begins or immediately after menstruation. The sun is regarded as a god since it is a source of energy and power. It is believed that the sun, which lives on for eternity, protects the girl child from the bad people and omens after her marriage with the sun. Most girls must follow through with this ritual, and the entire family consider this as a very fortunate occasion in the life cycle of the girl child. In Nepali language, Gufa means den, where the girl carrying the ritual must reside for 12 days in the darkness of a room, avoiding the sun and the male members of the family. The Newari girls must endure the test of time by hiding away from the sun until the 12th day, when the Surya Darshan or meeting with the sun happens. A doll representing a ghost, Bahra, Khyak, is made off of cotton in the corner of the room where sunlight does not penetrate through windows or door. Bahra Khyak is also called Kha. This cotton doll, Bahra Khyak, have been set up so that there is no fear of being alone in a closed room. The Bahra Khyak is also considered to be a symbolic form of the 3 stars of the sky. The 3 stars of cotton are placed along with the Bahra Khyak. This Bahra Khyak is made in the 4th or 6th day of the Gufa. From the first day of Gufa, the girl is not fed salt until Bahra Khyak is established. On the 4th or 6th day before sunrise in the morning, after bathing and cleaning, Sagun is given, and on the same day Bahra Khyak is established. After the establishment of Bahra Khyak, the girl living in the Gufa is able to eat salt, but the meat is not allowed to be eaten for 12 days, and the girl does not usually look at the mirror. After the establishment of Bahra Khyak, close relatives prepare 4 kinds of vegetables and bring them to feed the girl living in the Gufa. It is customary for her friends to go to visit with fruits. Food or rubbish trash taken to the Gufa room should not be taken out of the room for 12 days. Every day, the head member of the family must separate a portion of a meal for the Bahra Khyak or doll representing a ghost, as the girl is believed to be under the possession of evil at this time. The girl is then entertained with songs and dances performed by her friends. In the past, as there were no modern indoor play like modern days, they entertained themselves by singing, dancing, and playing different games. Another thing done during Gufa is called Ko Chika Segiku in Newari. It is doing facial nowadays. Initially, the face is washed and cleansed. Things like rice, barley, maize, mustard are mixed and fried, and then they are turned into a powdery substance. It is customary to take powder in a small hand and apply it to a face with a small amount of oil. After drying up, the powder is removed from the face, from which an oval shape is made. On the 12th day after the prayers, that oval shaped powder is taken to Bagmati river. On the 12th day, the girl does makeup and she finally looks at the sun and marries the sun. The family plays a very vital role during the ceremony of Surya Darshan on the 12th day. Each member has his or her own role to perform in order to successfully marry the girl off to the sun god. The girl child's father, mother, grandmother, aunt, and uncle have most important roles during the ceremony. While the grandmother worships Lord Ganesh and the sun, the girl's aunt is the one who brings her out of the dark room after 12 days with a blindfold on. The blindfold is required to make sure that the girl sets her eyes upon the sun before any other thing. The girl's forehead is colored with red sindoor, a sign of being married. Then the parents give the girl a sagun, an auspicious package of egg, curd, and other things. Thereafter, the grandmother steps in to tie the son and the girl as husband and wife. After the ceremony is completed, the son and the girl are pronounced husband and wife for the life, and a great party is arranged in a Newari style where relatives and friends are invited to celebrate the auspicious occasion. They bring with them their blessings and other gifts for the girl child who just transitioned into an adolescent. This party was traditionally arranged as a sukul bhoj, but these days it is arranged in a buffet style as it is more preferred by a majority of the guests. This tradition has the significance of showing the changing life cycle of a girl from a child to an adolescent, and is carried out with the belief that the son will protect the child from all evils of life as her husband would. Also, since the son can never die, a Newari girl child who has completed her Gufa will never become a widow. Even if her real husband passes away, each family has its own method of carrying out this tradition, but the significance remains the same to all Newari people, to ensure that their girl child has a beautiful life away from the evils of the world. The legend of Bahra Kyak. Long time ago, a mother and daughter lived in a village. They were very poor. It's time to perform Gufa for the daughter. Anyhow, the poor mother collected some money to perform Gufa to her daughter. When the daughter had to spend time alone in a closed room, the girl became very sick and started losing weight. Coincidentally, in that house there was a ghost Kyak who lives in a dark corner and is said to be terrifying. Kyak feels pity for the girl, then the Kyak started living with the daughter in the appearance of a girl. One day, the mother went out of the house. She thanked a woman for sending her daughter as a friend. However, the woman said that her daughter was still at home. After returning home, Kyak, who came as a girl, told the truth. Then the mother happily thanked Kyak. Immediately, the Kyak disappeared. From that time onwards, it has become a custom to set up a Kyak representing ghost as a doll in the room while performing Bahra. The Bahra Kyak is worshipped as a god. Bahra Kyak is also a symbol of fear. It is believed that a Bahra Kyak will protect a girl during her stay in a dark room. Nowadays, a friend called a Bahra Pasa is kept with the girl who helps the girl during her stay. There is also one strict rule with this tradition. Sometimes a girl can die for a variety of reasons while performing Bahra. If death occurs, she is called as Bahra Singh. The body of girl who died in such a way is not buried like other times. The dead girl should not be taken out of a room directly. If the door is placed on the upper floor, you should make a hole in the room and lower it. Dig a hole in the ground or in the basement and bury it. A house buried with a girl's dead body is considered inauspicious. No written evidence is found as to why practice of keeping Bahra was practiced. However, since 9 to 12 years old virgin experience physical changes, menstruation and the development of fertility, it can be assumed that the practice is done for giving the knowledge and education on sex during those times to develop girls. Since it is difficult to impart such education in front of men, including brothers, fathers, and grandfathers, it is reasonable to assume that the practice of keeping them in a closed room for the purpose of imparting such practical knowledge and education have been used. Thank you.